I kind of like these tubes. You cut it right there and the tip unscrews. Then you can keep it a little small tip, or you can pull it off later, clean it out. You know, in case you don't use all your caulking, you want to leave it for a few months, and then you can't get it out of the tube. You can just unscrew that. I like that. Looks like they're not done yet. Now he's caulking. You're caulking more.
Closer to the edge. Yeah. Hard.
See, it's been kind of cold out, so this stuff gets hard. So if you want to get it a little bit softer, leave it out in the hot sun. It makes it a little bit easier to put on.
It's not here nothing up.
Now what would happen if you didn't put this caulking on there? This is like a...
it would still allow water to get in. If water ever got back there,
yeah,
the water would go behind the nail fin.
Right.
But since we put caulking, the nail fin will adhere to the caulking, right, and then to the flashing.
Okay. He's working on it. Yep. Strong grip and strong forearm.
We can set a couple tubes up. Just set it out. Take a break.
He's just going to leave that to warm up a little bit. This is the important stuff to put down. What type of caulking sealant is this called?
Yeah, it's a silicone. It's called Extra Bond.
Extra Bond.
That's good.
All the way? Why does this one feel thick?
It is.
It is? Because it's sandtone or what?
The colder it is, the color.
Here's what they're using. Extra Bond 9500 Advanced Polymer Sealant. There's different brands, but you got to use something good. Don't use that cheap stuff. Make sure you get a good continuous bead going along there, and then run it up the sides like he's doing. Like he did over there. Yes, after put your sealant down, make sure there's no voids in it. You want it nice and continuous because you don't want any leak on any little spot, okay? If you have a question, put a little more. Attaboy.
What happened?
Drop the caulking.
Oh, down the bottom?
Dude, drop the tube of caulking.
We'll get it later.
I'll get it in a little bit.
Yeah.
Alright, ready? Yeah. In?
Well, they got to set the bottom first, it looks like. Right into that caulking, see? See that top flashing bit has to fit over the side one too. So if water gets on top of that, it goes down on that. I guess he's gonna attach this with screws or something. We'll see.
That's
Now you see why they put mastic underneath, the caulking sealant underneath this flange too. Right here. They did that all along the side and on the top.
Want me to push on that side?
No.
Good. Screw.
See, there's a hole up there for a screw. Right there. Checking it for plumb. Seeing if it needs to go over. He's putting those screws right into wood that's about 25 years old. And he's doing that because it's got that impulse drill. Ratcheting drill. Impact. If you didn't have that impact drill, you'd have to pre-drill your holes, probably without stripping the head off or something. See, this is designed to be, I think, flush. The trim's gonna go over the edge of that. Goes over the edge of that. Rather than the other one, you remember the other one went and butted right up to it. So he's got to make that flush. Using those for shims. That's kind of slick. Those are just individual, and so you just add more to it. See what he's got here. That way that stays straight. And he puts the screws in. small, but we're getting ready to install the hardware. Hey, so the flange out here, on this flange, you don't put any screws or
No.
nails on the outside. You just have it bonded to your sealant.
We're gonna put another layer of the bitumen over the top.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I
And
see.
it like squishes it all in and seals it up.
The bitumen. You mean
this same stuff?
This same stuff.
Except we peel the back.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Like you did on the bottom. Yeah. Bitumen. I like that. You can say bitumen as much as you want and know that you're not saying anything wrong.
First time I heard it, it was a lady. She had a 4-foot roll, and she wanted me to wrap the side of her garage. And she says, "I have some bitumen in the garage." I'm like, "What do you have in the garage?"
Oh, I like that. Bitumen, your new word for the day. That's this stuff. That's this window stuff. Remember? They're going to take that and they can peel off the back of it. See? Like that. And then that's sticky. Bitumen. Here's a nice little fiberglass 4-foot level. I'm liking that. Now when somebody tells you, let's talk about this level really super quick. When somebody tells you to level something, what are you going to do? Because there's a bubble here, there's a bubble here, and there's a bubble here. What's the deal with that? When I tell you to level something, are you going to go like that? Okay, it's level. Get the bubble in there exactly in the middle. And that's level? No, that's called plumb. Plumb is vertical, straight up and down. When you call level, you're going to put it sideways from left to right. And see that line in there? If you wanted it perfectly level, you want that bubble exactly in the middle of those two lines. Okay? Like right there, that's level. Okay? The reason why they got two bubbles here, just because if you're plumbing something up, you're going to read the top bubble. I mean, you can read the bottom bubble too. Okay? You line that up exactly where it's supposed to be, and then you double check the top bubble and the bottom bubble, and then that would be called plumb. And you can flip it end for end. Okay? Like that. Line it up. And you look at that one, you check this one. If this one's not perfect the same way, then you know you've got to move it ever so slightly. And you think, oh, what's the difference? It's almost within the line. Well, if you've got an opening 8 foot tall, and if this level is 4 feet tall, and if you're off from the ground up to 4 feet and it's off a 16th, guess what? You're not off a 16th all the way up. From ground up, you're going to be off 1/8 of an inch at the top. Does that make sense? Because you're already from the bottom up here, you're already going at a 16th of an angle. So from there up another 4 feet, you're going another 16th, and that's 1/8 of an inch. Okay, so it's very important when you check things out to read those bubbles. See, and there's even a hole there, so if you're setting something down, you can look down through there and see that too. I don't usually use that, but every once in a while you might want to use that. So what's the difference on reading a bubble perfectly this way, and if this is 4 feet long, and if you're doing something that's a 20-foot long room, and you think, oh, it's off just a little bit. Well, it's off way more than that. From end to end, it would be off quite a bit. It'd be off 3/8, ½ inch or so if you get your bubble off in the middle of a wall by a 16th of an inch and 4 feet. You know what I mean? Okay, so be careful when you're reading that level. Well, that's all I have for this time, but I'll be back with more videos.